not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on third down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. Really finish strong so you can get that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
The RPO, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Caught in the middle. It's Owen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had to slant throw right in behind.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Tulane now facing third and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Weatherly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Makes the grab. It's Weatherly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Here comes the offense on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Owen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll run it from the gun. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. The Green Wave lining up facing 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Orlando. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He might want another play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Out of the gun to give to the back. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Unloads quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. Fight off a defender.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Looking for a man. It's Aldridge. Caught close to the marker. It's good. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The first down for the offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last...
He's trying to get it in. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it, whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it into a score.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll try to field the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick completion to the right. At the 45 on its way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets away from one. He's got space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Back to throw, it's Aldridge. Got his man. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. And here comes the offense on second down. He wants to change this route. Run in the red zone, it's good. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They've moved it into scoring territory, first and 10 from the 11. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's first down from the 11.
Freedom. Highland. Pound 55 weak.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
This time on target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw. It's Aldridge. And here's flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And that
but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, and not before he gets it up on the catch for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Turns it loose. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Firing to the right, complete. He gets it into bust territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Give me a first down after the play. Nice job for the wide receiver.
He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. And this one splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now this offense is back on the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. And it's in for a touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
You can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 18 over South Carolina. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Brings up third down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Wants to return it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end now in motion. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Whitted. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down.
Base, 27, jump.
From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Nicholas. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got him 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this is why you consistently run the football. Steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Dropping back, it's Aldridge. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
For the offense.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
For the offense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's got a touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there, and Boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it, Jesse. This offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. Looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Yeah, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
Pulls it and fires to the left. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Here comes the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. Inside the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it up to 41.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on 3rd down. He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
2nd down, he'll throw it. There's the heat. The green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long.
Set ready.
Off play action. Fires to the wide.
up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Escapes trouble. Got enough space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go, sack.
Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by one.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Black 24.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hood. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
Alert. Cobra. Faces.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Razor.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Aldridge. Fires to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The inside handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44. We might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking for a productive play on first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
That last completion has them set up 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got the quick completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Tulane now facing third and forever. Looking deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He'll keep it himself. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Aldridge. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Handoff from the gun. Open space at the 25. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Going right to work up top. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. All the way down to the 24-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to get it out of your own territory.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He splits the upright. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Dropping back, it's Aldridge. Trying to set up the screen. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Puts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just keeps slinging it. Working that left side now. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Brings up second down.
The RPO fire complete to the left. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Aldridge. He's got it! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the first down. And we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Tackle is made.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Aldridge. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today. They were going to have to throw the football for the most part, David. This quarterback lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They made the interception, they forced the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up.